Hey folks, welcome back to, well, not the shop, outside the shop. Outside the shop. Labor Day weekend. So we're gonna do a little bonus video, I guess we'll call it, from the other side of things. We don't do a ton of coverage in the farm stuff. So if you're strictly interested in what happens in the shop stuff, why this extra video might not be for you, but if you like small realistic farming with cool, well, borderline antique, I guess, John Deere equipment, then yeah, this is the video for you. We'll head down to the toy box. A lot of good they do. Stupid lights. Oh, we're gonna dig some machinery out today because I got time to do it and I can work somewhat unencumbered. Oh. I started tractors yesterday, made sure checked the engine oil, made sure the air conditioning worked, that stuff. So I got that ready to go. The combine, that's pretty much Denny's problem. That is his baby. And yes, I'm from the Midwest. In our household, we refer to mom and dad, and it's considered a sign of respect. In videos and in reference and in business, I refer to my parents in their first name, strictly for clarification purposes. So that's his problem. I'll help him get the head on it, but he'll get it set up, and I believe he's got to service it yet, and that'll be a couple days this week. But I wanted to get the 4250, the 4630, and the two carts out, hooked up, rocking and rolling, because his schedule and mine, being a partially semi-retired farmer and running a shop, they don't always, well, they don't ever line up. It's going to be an early fall. Planting was early, and it turned dry here and hot late for a month, and that really sped things up. The Batwing 15-footer X180, nothing special about it. That thing's ready to go. That's a ditch and waterway mower in the summer, and we'll do stalks in the fall with it. So we'll just go ahead and get this one out of the way. 4055. This is one of the favorites for both of us. Avoid the copyright strike. I actually bent the PTO shaft on that about a week ago, trying to turn around in a dead-ended waterway. Woods wanted $600 for that section of PTO shaft, which I doubt was American made. I fixed it with our local driveline supplier for like 230 bucks with American labor. So people talk about American labor and its cost being what, cost prohibitive and this and that. And not 100%. Look at that, we're done with the one already. Well, unfortunately, that was the easiest part. Not real tight, but I'm definitely going to need the Bobcat to get that out of there. And that one too. This thing, oh, look at that, webs. This thing has not moved all summer. Looks like we're going to have to check the translator. $42.50 front wheel. Power shift. Whoop. There's a little pressure on it. I guess we'll get it out of the way. Oh my God. We run Striker radios and everything on FM CB because it's clearer and not everybody's on it. Park this unit off to the side where I ain't gonna smack into it. The 4630, you might remember this one from such videos as I can't fix my rear end, and my God, we have to cut this out. What a joyous time that was to be alive. Had this on box scraper duty. All summer. Well, this is kind of hard to do with one hand. I guess we'll get it in editing. Now the only trick is to get the right tractor on the right cart, because one has a scale and one does not. This tractor that we do our field work with does not have the scale in it, so that we have more room. The tractor that we only use on the cart, per se, has a scale head. Okay, so this one we got a little more work to do. We got to put the hammer strap back on it. It's taken off for the chisel plow and the field finisher. At some point I'm gonna have to go and get the impact, snuggle them back down. Clean your hydraulic hoses. Hopefully, if you were good, you labeled them right, or laid them right. And finally, lights, safety, there. Cinch that hammer strap up, and that's This one we got our load cells. I gotta fish that through the window and up into the cab. That one's done. I love those buttons. Safety first. It's actually pretty important because people are nuts. Got the LED tiger lights on both tractors and the auger work light. Almost forgot. This little guy here. You gotta make sure you get it in the right port, or it won't fly. Did you hook that to the key? There we go. Hi. A little bit of drift in it. That's it.